Alright, YouTubers, 2008 Infiniti G35, G35X to be exact. So about a year ago, maybe a little bit less than a year ago, I replaced the passenger side O2 sensor. Let's see if I can get in there and show you that one. Right down there. That one was a pain in the butt because of all this stuff here, but either way, still had access, was able to do it from up above here. And covers off right there. So piece of cardboard up there towards the windshield, just so that I wouldn't break my windshield as I was trying to get the sensor off. I got all the battery cover. Everything right there is off. So is the other cover on this side where your brake reservoir is. And that's where I ran my power wire for my amp in the trunk, in case anybody's wondering. This is the way you can run it down inside your car, down underneath the seats or whatever, door, underneath your doors, all the way across to the back. Anyway. So this is the driver's side now, O2 sensor. Finally got the check engine code for that one. I knew I was going to have to replace it when I did the other side, but I was just putting it off because it's a pain in the ass. But anyway, this is what the old sensor looks like that came out of there. Pretty beat up. I think I would be able to maybe clean it up and put it back in, but after all the trouble of getting it out, I'll be damned if I'm gonna put this one back in and have it fail in a month or two. So yeah, go through all that trouble, might as well put the new one in. This is the new one right here. This is just a little cover because there's a little bit of grease in there. Keep it clean. This will come off before I put it in. So if you see my other videos, you'll see basically what I had to do to get that one out. And also on the driver's side, I'll show you down in there. If you could see, I can get a good angle. That hole right down there, that's where the plug goes. That is your sensor 1 bank 1, and the other side was sensor 1 bank 2. So that's it right there. And then it goes, it loops into this little metal thing you're seeing right there. Just holds the wire and it plugs into this guy right here. Plugs right in here. And that's it. It's a bitch and a half, but it is doable. And again, I just put this cardboard here so that I wouldn't. This is the window, and if you hit the edge of this glass anywhere, you're pretty much screwed, man. You're gonna have a crack running all the way up and whatever. I did have to remove my wipers. This is the one. This is the other wiper, goes in here. I had to remove that so that I can get the caul and everything, all the plastics out of here, because basically this is what I used to get that sucker out. This actual part right here, you can rent from AutoZone. That's what I did. It's a special made tool so that your wires, basically, when you're going at this, you've got a slit cut in there so the gives room for the wire. Try to do this with one hand to show you, but that'll go like this, basically, and then your wire's right there, so then you can twist it off. Otherwise your wire will get jammed up and cut off. Anyway, again, you can rent this part here, AutoZone, 30 bucks, and you actually get your 30 bucks back when you bring it back. Here's all the parts I had to take off of there. That's about it. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. Let me know if this was helpful to you or not. This would be the second one I've replaced, one on each side. It's always recommended you do both. Oh, and one last thing, please make sure when you replace these, make sure you go to the dealer and get the OEM Nissan part. All right, $269.99 at the dealership. You might get it for 20 bucks cheaper or so at the auto parts store, but you know what? You're always going to have problems. For those people that have replaced their O2 sensor and continue to have the check engine code, guess what? Your part that you just placed in there is not compatible with the system. So, I mean, it's very sensitive stuff. Why dick around with it? Go to the dealer, get the OEM. You will not have any issues. Guarantee you that. A lot of people have problems because they end up replacing one with a part they got from AutoZone, and then they still have the OEM on the other side. So both of those are basically working off each other, and if they're not fully compatible, you know, as far as frequencies or amps or whatever it is, they're always off by a little. It might fit your car like an OEM part, but it's not going to be to spec. So skip all the bullshit at the AutoZone or auto parts store. Nothing against them, they're great, but get your sensors from the dealership, people. Thanks.